Hello everyone. So I prefer directly to say, I hope you will be not disappointed. Huh? It's not big success story, but my role now is to market sometimes the open source for BPCE. So I market this presentation with success story. But my objective today is just to share with you the story of open source is BPCE. So BPCE, it's a Banque Populaire and Caisse d'Épargne. But before, I will try to introduce myself. Normally, when I present something in English, it's more for big data and architecture. I am manager of this team for BPCE. But this year, with Aurélien, and he takes the photo. Thank you, Aurélien. We lead and we try to lead the open source expertise for BPCE. I have so other role, but not for open source. BPCE, it's a big financial, it's a second banking group in France, fifth in European institution. It's a financial services institution. We have retail part, CIB, we are a bank. Welcome. Banque Populaire and Caisse d'Épargne, so normally you can see if you are in France, the logo. And when we started with open source, we started with a basis. And sometimes it's clearly a good thing to start with a basis and to re-explain for our leadership, our management, sometimes to find support, to just re-explain what is open source. And I hope to say that open source, finally, it actually senses. So with the main legal aspect for a main company like BPCE. We have so many legal people, but very focused about contract and not really for open source part. And I like to say, finally, open source is just the capacity to give a copyleft and no copyright for some specific user. BPCE and open source before the project, before this story, before this success story, I hope. We are consumer of open source, like everyone, because 80% of the software finally use open source tools, bricks, and other software. And we started, not really, but we discover this market, the open source world, I will say like that, by the TOSIT. TOSIT is a specific association of many companies to use the open source and collaborate together to use open source and to create sometimes open source alternative and to manage the open source challenge. And so we started finally to contribute at the open source world by this discussion, by this open mindset by the TOSIT. And we decide because in BPCE, Aurélien wanted to go and to publish a specific project for API design. And on my side, I started the discussion with TOSIT to contribute at the Trunk Data Platform, a specific open source alternative against Cloudera, like finally XWiki with Confluence. And we started the discussion with TOSIT to contribute at the Trunk Data Platform. So an Hadoop platform, and at the same time we wanted to publish some code, and so we say, okay, if tomorrow we want to have the capacity to contribute, and if you want to publish, we need to start a specific project in BPCE, the project of how we can reverse something in BPCE. And it's a very large question, you will see. Just to say, we started in TOSIT 2 years ago already, and so you have all French organization and public administration member in the TOSIT, the Open Source I Trust. You can see the homepage. And I like to say, for my internally, this TOSIT was an accelerator. Why? Because when you decide to start like that, to open source for a big company, big bank like BPCE, with 100,000 employees, and we need to explain that for you, for the CTO, for example. Yes, can you give me some budget? What do you want to do with that? Publish some code. Okay. Good luck. And so we finally use the TOSIT. The TOSIT for what? Because by the TOSIT we have some success example, like Maïf, like Orange. Already tomorrow you have Maïf. This afternoon you have Orange. Big company, Société Générale, for the specific example with banking, and challenge our leadership with that. And so you have a place to exchange with some finally, main companies, big administration and big company, you have the same challenge. You have some feedback, some finally customer experience. You can collect and identify some best practice, and you can like that to find sometimes an answer when you have many questions. And when you want to finally find some partnership to do this project with you, but to have some feedback from specific companies is clearly an advantage. For example, to discover InnoCube, Linagora, or something like that, when you have no information about these markets, this open source world, clearly it's very, very challenging. And so on your side, we decide to start the open source with Give. We focus the strategy of the project, of this story, to say, okay, we have the possibility to use open source and to work about strategy to have a support of open source in BPCE. You have the possibility to directly work to contribute on some specific project. But before to contribute, we will more focus about give and publish and create the process, the governance, the process model, the development chain, the legal part, to give the possibility for our BPCE, employees, the capacity to publish some code. Why? Because we have 3 objectives. We market the open source. Don't forget, it's very important, this point. Remember, each time we need to market this part for our leadership, for our sponsorship, to find this budget and to explain what is the add value to finally for BPCE, for a bank, to take the time to work for open source. And so we decide to say we have 3 objectives. Contribute at the end of main or major project and with TOSIT, for example. Value and recruit some new expertise. So for me, the GitHub account for any developer is like the portfolio for a designer. It's our LinkedIn page sometimes for manager or bullshit people. When you want to publish something, you use LinkedIn. But it's the same for developer. When you do something, you have your GitHub to say, okay, I do that. It's very important for developer. I want to value the expertise of employees of BPCE. That's why we decide to say, okay, one pillar of this project is value the expertise, and by this valuing the employee, find the way to show our expertise and to recruit new talent. And federate community sometimes for our project, because it's one pillar and an objective, but when someone outside of BPCE will commit about our project, I pay the beer. And so we created no directly an OSPO, we created an expert team. A team for the Chief Information Officer part of BPCE, because we have so many information office for retail, CIB and other. And we develop an open source strategy, an open source expert team with legal team and people from the, we have in the holding, in BPCE, we have in the holding a specific team to develop expertise about data, about API, about artificial intelligence. What do you want? All the click button you want, we have. So we decide to create in this team a specific expertise, open source expertise with the legal team. The main objective of this team is finally to define the process, to validate, to create the governance model of the published project. When you want to publish something in BPCE, we need to contact us. We need to validate with you, with me, and with Aurélien, and with the legal team, if your project could be selected, could be published in the GitHub of BPCE GitHub, and we need to do some implement some process to validate step by step your capacity to be open source, to open source your project in the BPCE GitHub. And we define some framework, some SharePoint, some content, and we try to acculturate of open source for BPCE employees. And we saw during the year, we managed so many challenges with this team, manage the activity. It's a very important part because sometimes we want to value the open source part by the economic approach. So I migrate Confluence to XWiki, for example. So I will win some money because it's just by the licenses. On your side, I wanted to directly say no. First thing, I want to say open source is a main way to value the expertise of BPCE, create an activity for employees, facilitate the community events, the communication strategy for IT part, and so value by the expertise, legal part, security part. Yes, because when you want to publish something, you need to audit your code, you need to finally work with your developer team with the good guidelines, and sometimes the developer don't respect the good guidelines. And the governance part to identify project and maximize the value, perceived value for the communities. So we decide to select project, we decide to define how we can select a project with some specific question. It's not exhaustive list, but you need to answer of this question when you started a project in BPCE. No, you need to answer this question. Do the reversal and impact of the security. The project contains the deduction strategic plan, data internal, data privacy, data component, all information very important about security part. And for the governance, on your side, we need to validate if this intellectual property, we want to reverse, we want to publish this intellectual property. If we decide to say yes, we take the time to support the project to publish this project in our GitHub. It's a very important part on the governance model. And so in the governance model, we create two committees. Sorry for the French word, but we are in BPCE, so Banque Populaire and Caisse d'Épargne don't really speak French, don't really speak English, except the CIB part. So we created the name in French, so COMOP, and the COS. The COMOP, it's a clearly operational committee with the core team, with the expert core team. The main objective is when we say yes for a project, every day we need to support this project, we need to acculturate this project, we need to audit with the legal team the project, explain what is Fossology, what is SBOM, explain the licenses, because we choose, during the year, last year, we choose the licenses for BPCE. So all the project is Apache or MIT. We decide to choose these target licenses for the BPCE GitHub. So we need to explain why. We need to explain the constraints with that. We need to explain why GPL not match with. It's very important. But when you want to acculturate, it's very important to take this time in this company to acculturate every people about that, because the manager say, why you don't publish? Go, you have a GitHub, you publish. No, it's not like that. We need to verify some, and we need to verify during all the process, all the part of the project. And so we have a COS. It's a committee to validate the governance model, to sometimes have the capacity to review for the BPCE open source initiative the part of the project. For example, the target licenses for the GitHub BPCE, the main message we want, the main communication part we want to do, focus about, for example, a specific expertise, and so we will focus to find a project about this expertise, and we want to reverse for what? Because we want to market our expertise. It's very important to value the open source of BPCE by this project. So it's not a big success story, but 1 year ago, we don't have any GitHub, we don't publish nothing, and we don't know how we can do that. So now we have a specific DevOps chain in BPCE to publish directly in the specific GitHub. We have the BPCE GitHub now. we have an expert team, and now we have a specific SharePoint in BPCE for anyone who wants to start. You can contact us when you have if you have any question. And we try now to acculturate all the Chief Information Officer in BPCE about the open source. And for us, it's clearly a success story because now we will focus more for the contribution. So use the same approach of publish, but now to contribute at project we want to contribute, like the Translata platform provided by Tozit. And at the end, for the strategy plan of BPCE for this year, because we create the new strategy plan, but we will work about the capacity to buy and use open source in our stack of software in BPCE. So it was a very good step, and now we have a roadmap for this expert team to accelerate the open source mindset for BPCE. So thank you for your attention. Thank you to be here.